Welcome to Fast and Factual on Firstpost, where we bring you the top 50 stories from around the world. I'm Alison Lagrange, coming to you live from Durban, South Africa. Let's begin. In our top stories, Iran has reiterated its vow to take revenge on Israel. Major General Mohammad Bagheri from Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said that revenge for the killing of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh is certain. Haniyeh was killed in Tehran last month. Bagheri said that the retaliatory attack would be carried out either by Iran itself or by the Axis of Resistance. The Axis of Resistance refers to regional armed groups like Hamas and Hezbollah, which are backed by Iran. The Israeli army struck multiple Hezbollah targets in southern Lebanon yesterday. Israel released a video showing the alleged strikes and said that it targeted Hezbollah's infrastructure. The latest attack follows a top U.S. general's remarks, claiming that the risk of a broader war between Israel and Hezbollah has eased a bit. Israel's National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir has sparked a major row. He said that he would like to build a synagogue at Jerusalem's Al-Aqsa Mosque compound. Ben-Gvir also said that if it were up to him, he would also place an Israeli flag at the site. The Al-Aqsa Mosque is Islam's third holiest site, and it's a key symbol of Palestinian identity. The mosque compound is also considered Judaism's holiest place and the site of ancient Jewish temples. According to Ukrainian officials, at least 2 people were killed in a Russian missile strike at a hotel in central Ukrainian city of Kryvyi, and the officials said that 2 people could still be under the rubble. At least 5 people were injured during the attack. The Russian strike has reportedly wiped out the entire hotel building. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi and US President Joe Biden held a phone call yesterday. The duo discussed the situation in Ukraine. Modi reiterated India's stand on the Ukraine-Russia war, saying that New Delhi favors dialogue, diplomacy, and the return of peace and stability. The phone call follows Modi's visit to Ukraine last week. Modi and Biden also shared concerns over the situation in Bangladesh. They discussed the safety and security of minorities, particularly Hindu people in Bangladesh. They also discussed the restoration of law and order in the country. People in the Indian city of Kolkata staged a massive protest today. The protest is against the rape and murder of a 31-year-old trainee doctor at the city's R.G. Kar Medical College and Hospital. The protesters carried out a rally to the West Bengal State Secretariat in Kolkata. Kolkata police resorted to baton charging the protesters and firing tear gas and water cannons to disperse the crowds. The former Malaysian Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin has been charged with sedition. This is for allegedly insulting the country's former king, Sultan Abdullah Sultan Ahmad Shah. The charges follow Muhyiddin's remarks at a political speech earlier this month. The 77-year-old reportedly questioned why the then king did not invite him to become prime minister after the 2022 elections. Muhyiddin has pleaded not guilty to the sedition charge. South Korea's President Yoon has called for a thorough response to the digital sexual abuse cases. This comes as the country has witnessed a rise in abuse cases involving minors. In South Korea, large-scale group chat rooms on social media are suspected of creating and distributing deepfake videos of explicit content with edited faces. U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan is in China in a bid to quell the rising tensions between the two countries. Sullivan is scheduled to meet China's top diplomat Wang Yi, among others. The talks will focus on issues related to West Asia, Ukraine, and China's territorial claims on Taiwan and the South China Sea. Sullivan is the first U.S. national security advisor to visit China since 2016. France has confirmed the arrest of Telegram CEO Pavel Durov. In a statement, the French prosecutor said that Durov was arrested in connection with a cybercrime probe. The investigation is allegedly linked to illegal transactions, child pornography, and fraud. Durov was arrested over the weekend at an airport near Paris. Australian authorities have said that they would limit the enrolment number of international students. The country would cap the intake of students from other countries at 270,000 for the next year. The decision follows a spike in home rental prices triggered by record migration. In climate news, a deadly landslide in Alaska's tourist hub of Ketchikan has killed one person. At least 3 people were injured. Now, dozens of houses were damaged in the incident. A group of emergency crews have been deployed to help with the search and rescue missions. The U.S. National Weather Service has issued heat warnings for states like Oklahoma, Kansas, and South Dakota. A combination of sweltering heat and oppressive humidity made the temperature feel like 46 degrees Celsius in many places. Several cities opened cooling centers for the people who were outdoors. And Tropical Storm Hone drenched parts of Hawaii with heavy rain. The incessant rain triggered flash floods that resulted in road closures, downed power lines, and damaged trees in Big Island. The mayor of Big Island said that they don't have the estimate of the damage or the injuries. The water levels in the Romanian Danube River have dropped. Now, this is because the region endured severe heat waves this summer season. The low water levels are now hampering tourism activities such as fishing and transport. These several cruise ships are stranded in the southern part of the river, which borders Bulgaria. And according to the Russian officials, hundreds of firefighters are battling raging fires in the Crimean Fedosia. Now, the authorities released videos showing emergency workers with machines battling the blazes. Nearly 100 people have been evacuated from the nearby areas. In Indonesia's North Maluku province, rescuers recovered the bodies of the victims who died from a deadly mudslide. They used excavators to conduct the search and rescue mission. At least 19 people were killed and 2 injured. The floods and mudslides were caused by heavy rain. Authorities have asked residents to stay alert as there are forecasts of more heavy rain. And according to a report by the World Meteorological Organization, the sea levels are rising fast in the Pacific Ocean. This threatens the low-lying island states with coastal flooding and erosion. Along with the water levels, the sea surface temperatures are also rising, and this can harm fish stock and the marine ecosystems. The police have called off the search and rescue mission in southern Iceland after an ice cave collapsed and killed 1 and injured 1 other on the 25th of August. The search and rescue operations were launched after reports of the 2 people being trapped under a glacier surfaced. And on to business and tech news. After the US and the European Union, Canada has also hiked tariffs on Chinese electric vehicle imports. The country will levy a 100% tariff on made-in-China EVs starting from October this year. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said that the move aims to counter China's overcapacity. China is accused of overproduction of goods, which the West claims is hurting the global market. Canada has also announced the tariff hike on imported steel and aluminium from China. China is expected to more than double its commercial aircraft fleet in the next 20 years. This is according to the latest aviation market outlook released by American plane maker Boeing. The outlook says that China will need 8,830 new planes by the year 2043. Boeing projects that China's passenger traffic will grow by 5.9% annually, surpassing the global average of 4.7%. Stocks of Chinese e-commerce firm PDD Holdings crashed by over 28% yesterday. It was the firm's biggest share price decline since its U.S. stock market listing in 2018. Shares fell after the firm's second quarter earnings missed market expectations. PDD Holdings earned over $13.6 billion in revenue between April and June of this year. The e-commerce firm's CEO said they are facing intense competition that could hurt its profits going forward. And South Korea's LG Electronics might list its Indian unit on the stock market. This is according to the firm's CEO William Cho. In an interview, Cho said that LG is considering an initial public offering in India. He said that the move could help to revitalize its decades-old consumer electronics business. LG aims to raise its annual revenue to $75 billion by the year 2030. And American media executive Edgar Bronfman has withdrawn his bid for Paramount Global. Reports suggest that Bronfman pulled out because of some partners of his consortium. They were uncomfortable sharing personal financial details with Paramount to evaluate the bid. Bronfman has reportedly proposed $6 billion to take over Paramount. The late proposal risks Paramount's earlier approved merger with Skydance Media. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg has alleged that the Biden administration pressured him to censor posts during the COVID-19 pandemic. Zuckerberg made these allegations in a letter to the U.S. House Judiciary Committee, and Zuckerberg said that in 2021, senior government officials pressured his social media platforms. The Biden administration allegedly wanted to censor certain content related to COVID-19. The Meta CEO said that some of the platform's decisions regarding COVID-19 content were misguided. An industry association has urged the Malaysian government to halt its plan to license social media platforms. The members of the body include tech giants like Meta, Google, Amazon, and X. This comes as the Malaysian government said it would require a license for large social media platforms. The move is aimed at combating cybercrime. However, social media firms argue the proposal could stifle innovation and deter investments. Apple has officially announced the date for its new product launch event this year. The firm will host the event titled It's a Glow Time on the 9th of September at its headquarters in California. Apple is expected to unveil a slew of new products at the event. However, the main highlight of the event is expected to be the iPhone 16 series, which will feature Apple's new artificial intelligence capabilities. And Tesla CEO Elon Musk has come out in support of a new artificial intelligence safety bill in the U.S. state of California. The bill seeks to establish common safety standards for developers of large AI models. Many AI firms, including OpenAI and Anthropic, have criticized the bill for being ambiguous. Musk says California should probably pass the bill, even if it upsets some people. And American tech firm IBM is reportedly shutting down its hardware research unit in China. The move is expected to affect about 1,000 workers. IBM's Chinese unit primarily focused on developing servers and data storage. Reports say the tech firm might relocate this task to other countries, including India. Now, India's cricket board, the BCCI, has announced the squad for the Women's T20 World Cup 2024. Harmanpreet Kaur will be captaining the Indian side. Star batter Smriti Mandhana has been named as the vice-captain, and India's first match in the tournament is against New Zealand on the 4th of October. In other sports news, India will play Pakistan in the T20 Women's World Cup on the 6th of October in Dubai. They are drawn in Group A, which also has six-time champions Australia, New Zealand and Sri Lanka. The The T20 Women's World Cup begins on the 3rd of October and runs until the 20th. Indian batter Smriti Mandhana will join the Adelaide Strikers to play in Australia's domestic T20 competition, the Women's Big Bash League, or the WBBL, and Mandhana has played in the WBBL thrice before. The cricket tournament starts today with Adelaide Strikers taking on Brisbane Heat in the opener. England have named 5 uncapped players for their white ball series against Australia. They are batting all-rounders Jacob Bethel and Dan Mosley. Now batter Jordan Cox, seamer John Turner and left-arm bowler Josh Hull. Star players like Johnny Bairstow and Moeen Ali have been rested. Both the sides will first play 3 T20 internationals and then 5 one-day internationals. In football, Portugal's Cristiano Ronaldo says he has no immediate plans to leave for international duty. He added it will be a spontaneous decision and he won't inform anyone about it. Ronaldo also said he won't become a coach after his football career ends. The 5-time Ballon d'Or receiver recently launched a YouTube channel which has almost garnered 50 million subscribers. And former England manager Sven Erikson has passed away at the age of 76. Erikson was celebrated for leading top clubs in Sweden, Portugal and Italy to major trophies. He took charge of the English team in 2001. Erikson has coached stars like David Beckham, Steven Gerrard and Wayne Rooney. In tennis news, men's world number 2 Novak Djokovic began his title defense at the US Open. The Serb secured a 6-2, 6-2, 6-4 win in the first round against Radu Albat of Moldova. Djokovic is eyeing for a record 25th Grand Slam at the tournament. He next faces his compatriot Laszlo Djere in the second round. And over in the women's draw, the world number 2, Aryna Sabalenka, too cruised into the second round. She crushed Australia's Priscilla Hon 6-3, 6-3 in round 1. After the match, Sabalenka said that she wasn't in her best form. The Belarusian player will face Italy's Lucia Bronzetti next. And defending champion Coco Gauff has also advanced to the second round of the US Open. She defeated France's Arvara Gracheva 6-2, 6-0 in straight sets. And America's Coco Gauff will next play German tennis player Tatiana Maria. And India's Sumeet Nagal exited the US Open after a round 1 defeat. He lost in straight sets to Dutch player Talon Kryvyi 1-6, 3-6, 6-7. Nagal showcased strong forehands but struggled with Kryvyi's speed. And in entertainment news, British rock band Oasis is reuniting after a 15-year hiatus. They will start a 14-day tour in July next year in Wales. The band split in 2009 after an internal feud between the band members. Double tragedy hit American singer and producer Mariah Carey. Her mother and sister died on the same day over the weekend. Heartbroken, Carey revealed the news in an interview. The cause of their deaths was not revealed. Selena Gomez is all set to return to her Disney roots with Wizards of Waverly Place. Talking about it, she said in an interview that it felt like a dream because it was where it all started for her. She hopes that this new season brings the same joy to the audience that they felt when they were young. The series is slated to premiere on Disney later in 2024. Angelina Jolie's star Maria is all set to premiere at the Venice Film Festival. She stars as Maria Callas in the film. Callas was a Greek-American soprano who was one of the best-selling artists of her time. She died at the age of 53 in 1977. The Venice Film Festival begins tomorrow. And Kate Winslet has joined the upcoming Hulu series The Spot. She will be seen in the role of a surgeon who allegedly kills a child. Winslet will also serve as the series' executive producer. The series is under development as of now, and the release date has not yet been revealed. Amelia Clark has been roped in to play the lead in a spy thriller series titled Ponies. Now, the show is about two female CIA operatives who uncover a vast Cold War conspiracy. Amid this, they also discover that their husbands were killed as a part of this plot. Wednesday star Jenna Ortega has revealed that she auditioned for the space adventure film Dune. Ortega, in an interview, said that she might have auditioned for Zendaya's role, Chani. She mentioned that filmmakers did not discuss the role as everything was kept secret. Ortega is currently promoting her new film, Beetle Juice. And Sylvain has been added to the cast of Jurassic World 4. The cast already boasts of a stellar ensemble with actors like Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey and Mahershala Ali in the list. The film is slated to release in the year 2025. And the trailer of the upcoming drama series Dr. Odyssey released yesterday. The show is about a medical crisis that arises on a luxury cruise ship. It features actors like Joshua Jackson, Don Johnson and Shania Twain. HBO has set the premiere date for the final season of the dramedy series Somebody Somewhere. It will premiere on the 27th of October. The cast members include actors like Jeff Hiller, Mary Catherine Garrison, and Tim Bagley. And that's all on this episode of Fast and Factual. Thank you for